thing somebody will ask you, the bit of pending bills, when you left the first administration, then you came back, you went to Senate, and then now you're back. I would assume that when you're leaving, you had pending bills, which was carried over by your predecessor, and then now you're back. How are you dealing with the case of pending bills in the county right now?
And that's why when I came in, yes, I set up a task force. 3 task forces. 1 was to look at human resource, 2 was to look at pending bills, 3 was to look at the issue of scholarships. Now, pending bills, and I think there's a regulation, there's a law that has not been enforced, that certain things should not be done 1 year to elections. Because what has happened, yes, is that most governors, or those who are exiting governors, will go into a lot of programs, like if you are hoping to win an election, and a pending bill is where you are spending money that has not been budgeted for. So you go declare roadside declarations. You say, hii barabara itatengenezwa. There's no budget for it. You put a contractor because you want people to vote for you. You start commissioning very many projects. KMTC in Mount Elgon, this one, Ifanyike, this one, let this happen. There is no budgetary provision. So as we speak now, we have over 1 billion pending bills. Yes. So I set up a task force to look at the bills that are eligible, and those that are not eligible. And the results are really shocking. You find,
perhaps, Governor, do you think that even the legislators, National Assembly or even the Senate, should come up with a law that if you are a governor and you're transitioning, or you are a governor and you're finishing your term, then each and every program that you started should be finished,
yes,
before you transit and have all these pending bills? Because remember, many people are still crying because the pending bills, either they have not been paid, the suppliers have not been paid, the procurement departments are, here and there. Do you think it's now high time for the legislators to come with such kind of a law?
Important. There must be a law. I can't remember what it is, but I think it's important that as you wind up, that's what I was saying, that a year to an election, we must curb certain things from happening. For example, you should not have commitments. For example, you're going to commit that this should be done, this should be done. A year to an election, certain things should not happen, because you are just you are giving it to a successor, because politics is politics. You not win, and I think even that should happen at the national level, where, for example, the president or the government in place should not make commitments that they know are going to be a burden to whoever will come to take over. Even the national government, I'm sure the president now is also grappling with things that were committed very quickly towards the last regime, towards the end of the year. You do things hoping that maybe you'll come back, or even deliberately, so that whoever comes to take over has a problem. Just the way I've mentioned about the bursary. How do you raise numbers from 2,000 to 8,000 without any budget? So now you come in and they want me now to look bad. They're saying, you see, I had put you on a scholarship. The governor who has come in is now removing you people, because it's not sustainable. So those kind of things, we must have a law.
What is now your current pending bills? Pending bills, as we speak.
Pending?
Yes.
It's about over 1 billion. We're just trying to see. Yes, that's what we are grappling with. We're just trying to survive over 1 billion, as stated in the books. But we are now trying to check, because some of the revelations were where a road, they stated that they did a road, 10-kilometer road. When our people went to check, it was 5 kilometers. Where they were saying they were putting maraming, it was just grading. No maram was put there. You go and ask. And I want to thank the people, because the people have become so alert that when you go there, they tell you this road was done last in 2013. It was done in 2015. Hapo walikuja tu wakapita na grade, hakuna maram iliwekwa. So wananchi have become inspectors themselves. They tell us the truth. So we are now trying to rationalize, and of course I want to assure the suppliers, the contractors, that those who worked will be paid. But where we find that there was cheating, I can tell you I will not pay what was not done, because wananchi will also tell us there must be value for money.